What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VIII. Last time we avoided having the garden destroyed by Galbadian missiles by turning it into an airship. So cool. Now we have to deal with the aftermath of the mini-civil war that's been going on within the garden between the Headmaster's faction and between Garden Master NORG's faction. First, though, we're gonna head to the second floor observation deck of our brand new airship. It's so cool. I love this part of the game. And we're gonna check it out. We're gonna see the view from the observation deck, and we're gonna try to figure out where exactly we are. I want to assume that's all the students just running around in a panic. Some of them seem pretty calm about it. Like, hey, it's no big deal. My school used to fly through the sky every day. Oh god, they're from the Magic School Bus, aren't they? It all makes so much sense now. Something I should have remembered back when I was splitting the parties up, if you bring Renoa with you to Balam instead of sending her to the missile base, you get a couple of extra little flirty scenes with her, between her and Squall mostly. And you have to give her this cute little guided tour of the place. She also has a little scene where she hangs over the railing of the observation deck. For the most part, though, you're not missing out on anything important with Renoa not being here. Her scenes are largely replaced with other characters doing other things around the garden. That's a problem. We're gonna crash into Balam City if Squall doesn't do something about it. Yeah, do it, Squall. Pilot this ship that you didn't even know was a ship. Squall has a pretty valid point. How the hell should he know what to do? Yeah, just mash the buttons, mash the console. Something only Squall could have done in this situation. Headmaster Sid? Nah, he couldn't have mashed those buttons. Squall played MGS1 when he was a kid. He knows how to mash. We have a new problem. We're gonna crash into the sea. Sid doesn't seem concerned about it, though, because our airship is also a super cool naval ship. I don't know how this doesn't sink. I don't know how the basement doesn't get flooded. I don't know how any of this is supposed to work. Don't think too hard about it. Doesn't make any sense at all. Oh, you know the danger has subsided because we're back to the normal, peaceful, serene Balam Garden theme. That's how you know danger's past, but the music changes. So if you ever find yourself in trouble in real life, just wait for the music to change. So we're just gonna drift along out at sea until we figure out how to control the ship. What a great plan. Sid, you're such a good headmaster. Did the game freeze? Oh, shit. I really thought it froze. Okay. Yeah, Squall still has a lot of stuff to report to the headmaster, so we should probably get going. But Squall has some thoughts to ponder on for a little bit. That's a weird concern to have at this point. Man, I'm bored. Oh, Squall. Oh, right. Selphie and Renoa and Quistis back in the missile base. Wonder how they're doing. It seemed like they may have been caught up in that explosion when the base self-destructed. But we're not going to find out more about that for a good long time. Yeah, who is Garden Master NORG? I think it's the fact that his name is in all caps that does that for me. Garden Master NORG. Let's save real quick. I did kind of get paranoid back there when it hung at the end of the cutscene in that last frame. Thought it was crashing, so take some precautions against that. So what next? Oh geez, I've actually kind of forgotten. I think I'm talking to the doctor back here. Oh no, not yet. So when we see Sid again, tell him to stop by the infirmary. Okay, no, I know where I'm going now. I'm heading out to the front of the garden, where a faculty member is going to confront me and the Garden Master wishes to see me in the Master's room, which is on the first basement floor. So we'll take the elevator right down there, and we'll see yet another new side of the garden, and we're gonna find out more about Garden Master NORG. NORG. Such a satisfying guttural noise his name is. NORG. I have to stop saying that. It's gonna get really irritating. Oh, the headmaster's already down here. Good. And Zell and Irvine have followed me down. This is a crazy looking section of the garden. Whoa, who's shoving Sid around? Greedy son of a bitch. Why'd I even bother talking to you? Oh, it's one of the faculty members again. I hate them. Such bastards. Aw, Sid. I should have never trusted you. I wish I could go back 10 or so years to tell myself that you're nothing but a money-grubbing son of a bitch. Then I would have never built this place. Woo. So even though the, little mini civil war, the power struggle here in Balam has subsided, it's fizzled out, there's still a lot of tension between Sid and NORG. Well, oh man, I feel bad for Sid right now. Right, we still have to report to Sid, but we'll do that later on after we've met with NORG. NORG wants to see us for some reason. Oh, I hate you, garden faculty! Alright, NORG has been waiting for us, so let's go. Slowly. Monstrous noises coming from inside that pod. Yeah, so we're finally seeing who NORG is, and NORG is not human at all. He is from a tribe known as the Shumi tribe. By the way, this track in the background is called Heresy. No real background information or fun facts about that, just thought I'd let you know. Okay, so the mission did not go so well, as NORG can plainly see, given the fact that we were just attacked. We failed to assassinate the sorceress, and we were ordered to do so by Balam and Galbadia, which he is furious about. We were fooled. Fooled? Yeah, I don't understand either, Squall. So the way they explain this confuses the hell out of me, so let me see if I can sum up what they're in the process of telling us a little bit better. So Edea and the president of Galbadia are buddy-buddy, that much we already knew. NORG opposes Edea because Edea wants control over all the gardens, so he sends a message along to Martine, who is the master of Galbadian Garden, to plot an assassination. While Martine is planning things, Squall's group is just arriving, seeking refuge, and Martine takes advantage of that by sending them to carry out the assassination themselves. He does this because it's a win-win for him. Either they succeed and Edea dies, or they fail and he can blame Balam Garden and save face with Edea, who he plans to kowtow to. Martine sends word back to Sid and the Garden that Squall's team is going to carry out the mission, and Sid, without thinking about the consequences of failure, agrees without NORG knowing anything about it. So that's how we got used. Galbadia Garden's master stacked the deck so either Edea would die or Balam would take the blame, and NORG was left kind of out of the loop while Sid approved things. And now that things have failed, NORG wants to appease the sorceress by handing over the conspirators, the ones who are gonna carry out the assassination. Offer the seed's head on a silver platter and pretend we obey the sorceress. I like that really weird way he talks with everything hyphenated. All caps, all hyphenated. What do you say? So, naturally, Squall is not liking this plan of just handing himself over to the sorceress. Now here, we get a really interesting little revelation. Cid dispatched Seed, blah blah blah. It'll all be over if you fail. Has he forgotten that it was I who put up the money to establish the garden? I wanted to offer the sorceress Cid's head along with Seed's. I ordered the students to find Cid, but they sided with him. Oh, wait a minute. I don't know if it's coming up before the fight or after. There it is. That pathetic married couple. Cid and Edea. Holy shit. So it's Headmaster Cid Kramer and Sorceress Edea Kramer, husband and wife. How is that for a bombshell? So, are they working together, or have they had a little bit of a falling out? There is a lot for Cid to answer for at this point. We're gonna have to hold that chat with him until after this. Because now, blue, yellow, red, lots of magic when red. We have a fight with Garden Master NORG. And this is a really, really interesting boss fight. So I'm gonna hold back and not end it immediately to show off some stuff going on in the fight. So the two orbs on the left and the right will slowly turn yellow and then red, and when they turn red, he spams really, really damaging magic at you. So you have to hit the two orbs to keep them blue. Meanwhile, you have to attack the top part of the pod to pry it open and expose NORG. So you generally want two characters dedicated to hitting the orbs to keep them blue, while one attacks the main pod, like so. And eventually the pod cracks open, and you can actually start to fight NORG himself. Oh, I think I can do as I please. So before I actually attack him, he also spams magic like a motherfucker. I'm gonna draw a new Guardian Force from him. It's time to draw Leviathan, who has been around in the Final Fantasy series since, I think, Final Fantasy II, and has shown up in almost every one since then. At least up until FF8. Can't remember after that. Can't remember if Leviathan's in 9. I'm pretty sure he's been in every one between 2 and 8, though. Leviathan's also super cool. Oh, yay, he's using this, the Psycho Blast. I like that attack. It looks pretty cool. We're gonna end this, though. That should be enough to finish this fight off. I really like that boss fight. Like, NORG is super weird and a little silly looking, but as far as just mechanics go, it's a really neat little idea. And we'll keep Leviathan named as is. No sense in changing his name. So, NORG is defeated and he cocoons himself inside of that pod. He's not going to be a threat any longer. Yeah, I'm with Squall. Don't know what's going on anymore. Ooh. So, you kind of get a good idea of why this track is called Heresy, the one that's playing in the background. Yeah, we need to go see Headmaster Cid and clear a lot of stuff up. So we'll take the elevator back up to the ground floor, and I believe Cid is waiting for us in the infirmary. He's not going to be in his office just yet. Remember what we talked about with the doctor. So now... Ooh, this is problematic. I remember where almost everything is except for the infirmary. Blue is the library, green is the training center. It's either yellow or pink, I think. Have you seen Headmaster? Oh, that's not why I want. I want to look at the sign, which I can't do. I think yellow is the parking lot, so... Well, let me double check. I think yellow's the parking lot. Yes, it is. Oh, this is embarrassing. Gray should be the dorms. And red should be the cafeteria. So yeah, I could just process some elimination this out. Yeah, it's the cafeteria. Pink. Yeah, that should be the infirmary. No, that's the quad. Oh, violet, purple, whatever. Close enough. It's close enough to pink. Yeah, this is the infirmary. What's up, Doc? I didn't even do that intentionally. So, tone doesn't come across very well in text, so I'm not sure if Sid was joking about the crying or not. Okay. We're gonna have a talk about a lot of things. First of all, let's make our report. Which is totally unnecessary. Sid knows what happened. That's plain as day. So, what's the real meaning behind seed? Seed is seed. I was hoping you would break down the acronym maybe, but okay. Seed, garden, maybe it's not an acronym. So our true mission begins fighting the sorceress. What about Edea, your wife? You could have told us about that. She had been a sorceress since childhood, and he married her knowing that. They were happy together. It was Edea's idea to found Seed and build the garden. But Sid was concerned that they would one day have to fight her. And that turned out to be the case. We are going to have to fight Edea. What about NORG? He's from the Shumi tribe. He's a black sheep of the tribe, one might say. So, NORG agreed to put up the funds to found the garden and fund its continued operations. And it was kind of NORG's idea to turn the whole thing into a mercenary organization. And Sid blames himself for giving up control of Seed and having the whole institution lose its way. I thought there was a little bit more. I thought there was something to progress the plot. Guess not. Okay, so... where to next? I think I'm either heading back to the dorm to rest to get things progressed, or I might need to head out here. In fact, I think so. Yep. So, Sue is gonna come along with a message for us. Have you seen the headmaster around? Go to the second floor deck. There's a Galbadian ship, and the sorceress might be on board. Holy shit. Out of the frying pan, into the fire. Let's go up to the second floor observation deck and see what the hell is going on outside. How the hell did they find us so quickly? Then again, I guess we're not really covering much ground, just drifting out at sea. Seems we haven't really learned how to maneuver it or speed things up. It's not exactly a speedboat. So what waits for us out here? Holy shit. It is a Galbadian ship. No, Sid is not in front of you. He is kind of here, though. This is in fact Edea's ship. And they are Edea's seeds. They're her mercenaries. They just do this super cool flip! Like, several stories into the air. Ninja flipping onto the ship. They come in peace Or so they say. Ah, there's Sid. We've come for... Huh. Ellone. That girl from Win Hill? Yeah. One and the same. And Sid recognizes that we know that name. We know her. But we know her from the dream sequences. The time 17 years ago, Rain's adopted kid from Laguna's flashbacks. Or from Squall's flashbacks to Laguna. So, I guess they intend for you to just check every nook and cranny in the garden. Luckily, she's in one fixed position, and I know where she is. She is down in the library. And we have seen the grown-up version of Ellone before. We have seen her. In fact, we've seen her in the garden. Whoops. Was trying to go around the guardrail. So this is an interesting little development. Edea's Galbadian ship, complete with a boarding party, is here for Ellone. And there she is. Huh. She is the one. And yes, she does know Laguna. I really love Uncle Laguna. So that is one and the same. It's the one we've seen before in the dream. So what the hell is going on here? It's about the past. So Squall is just now realizing that they are all viewing the past. It's not a dream, but a flashback. And Ellone's talking about trying to change the past. Is she the one taking them to the dream world? Yes. I told you she was special. She is the reason why the group keeps flashing back to Laguna. We're getting a lot of revelations exposed to us here in this episode. Really interesting stuff going on. So why do they want her? And is she just gonna go with them voluntarily? It seems like that's the case. And all she can do is apologize to Squall for doing this. What did she say under her breath? You're my only hope. Little homage to Star Wars. This is Squall thinking to himself, why do people depend on each other? In the end, you're on your own. Depressing, mopey, broody bullshit from Squall. Or so I think. Maybe we'll learn a little bit more about Squall and why he's like this. So yeah, she is gonna go with them. She is gonna go with them on her own. Look at those dopey looking pencil legs. I hate that. That really bothers me. So, it's interesting that Sid allowed this, that everyone is totally fine with this taking place. And we don't really know why Ellone is sending them back either. Still have a lot of questions left to answer. So, we're gonna learn a little bit about Squall here to finish this episode off. We're learning that Squall's sister left or was taken away from him as a kid, and he loved her dearly. So he thinks she abandoned him, and that messes him up pretty bad. So the entire thrust of Squall's character is that he's afraid that if he depends on others instead of himself, he'll eventually be abandoned again, and that'll leave him weakened. so he's very guarded and cold and self-reliant. I still don't like Squall, but as a character, that's pretty good. And it adds a very human side to him, instead of Disc 1, where he's pretty much just 10 hours of... where it's just 10 hours of him being a dick for no apparent reason. It's really easy to understand where he's coming from now, even if I do hate what he is. It's understandable. He's a relatable character now instead of what he was before, which was kind of nothing. So that's gonna do it for now. If you like this video, leave a like, a comment, and you might also want to think about subscribing, and you can also check out my other videos on the channel. I upload gaming videos every single day, and if you like my content and want to support me, check me out on patreon.com/scribe. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take it easy. Have a good one.